All right, let's assume hypothetically that this is what the board looked like, and we pulled the last card from the third deck, which was our timer. So again, if we look at our scenario startup, you see this timer here, 3 decks. So let's assume that that's how it ended, that no one had yet met the victory condition. So let's hide this German hand here for a second. So it's really not too hard to calculate. You get points for anyone that's moved forward, basically, as long as they're unpinned and non-moving at present. All right. So for the Germans, we could start and say, okay, for Group A, we have 4 unpinned, non-moving personalities, and they are at range 4. So that's 4 times 4. So they get 16 points for Group A. For Group B, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 at range 1. So that's 6 points. So just for this for the aggressive action points here, we have 22. For the Americans, they are going to we have 4 unpinned, but they're moving, so they get nada, okay? Nothing for the moving group, unfortunately. They're at range 0, though, so even if they weren't moving, it would be 4 times 0, and they would have no points. For Group B, US, we have 2 unpinned, so 4 total in the group, but only 2 are unpinned, so only those count. They are non-moving, and they're at range 1, so they give us 2 times 1, 2 points. So you can see what a huge difference that moving forward has. All right, and then the Germans get 2 points for each KIA. So we pull this up. There are 2 Americans, so 2 times 2 is 4 points for that. The Americans didn't kill anybody, you saw here, right? Nobody, no Germans dead, so no points for them. And then you get 1 point for each wounded man, if there was one out there, or each person routed. So again here, the Germans get 1 point for each of those 2, so that's 2 more. So VP-wise, victory point-wise, had it ended that way, the Germans would have ended with 28 points, and the Americans would have ended with 2 points. So kind of a landslide right there. And a big part of that was this range 0 and these guys getting no points, right? I mean, even at range 1, they would have gotten 4 more. But something to keep in mind when calculating your victory points is that snipers don't count. Had we taken out the sniper with the sniper check, you don't get victory points for those guys having been KIA'd. They just don't count. They also don't count as casualties. So what I mean there is, you know how we said if over half of your people get killed, your squad breaks? Well, the sniper doesn't count as one of those people. It actually would have to be, you know, your personality cards. So that is how you calculate the victory points. There are other victory points for other things that we didn't use in this scenario, but that's all you need to know to calculate the victory points for scenario A, meeting of patrols.